And we're live.
Still can't see anything.
Really?
Yeah.
View on watch page.
Oh, I mean, like, screen share.
Oh, sugar shit. Yeah, that's right.
Dude.
And we're live.
Oop. Still can't see anything.
Really?
Yeah.
View on watch page.
Oh, I mean, like, screen share.
Oh, sugar shit. Yeah, that's right.
Dude.
And we're live.
Oop.
Whoa. Really? It's made you like
yeah.
really fucking big. There we go.
Watch page.
Man,
awesome.
it's been so long since I've done this, I forgot.
Screen share. I know.
Oh, sugar shit. Yeah,
too.
that's right. Okay, well, oh my god, I'm like replaying things multiple times because I had my audio on because I wanted to check the volumes. I have it where I can hear myself like back in my headphones like right as I'm saying it, and it's actually kind of nice. I like it. It's like I can hear myself easier, so it's really good. Like normally there's like a slight delay, but this is like spot on, like through
Nice.
the motherboard and stuff. So pretty good. All right, so now let me go to be able to change this to gaming, right? Oops.
I guess so.
Oh, why can't I type tonight? Sitting at a weird ass angle. Poop out chat. Make the chat large. All right, so this is episode 42 of A Week in Technology. Hip hip hooray. Yippity doodah. Couple milestones, I guess. I think I'm at 220 or 219 subscribers now, so that's awesome. It's going up pretty steady so far. I lose a couple, and then I gain more back than I lost, so it's staying positive at least. So anyway, go ahead and say something really fast.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi, friends.
Okay, there you go. I think we're about even now. I'm just trying to get the metering to at least look semi close. So anyway, and I've hit 100,000 total views on the channel. It's like 100,388 or something like that. So pretty damn awesome.
Not too bad at all.
100,000 times somebody decided to waste their lives watching me.
Indeed. Does this give you like statistics of how many minutes?
Yeah, I think it does somewhere.
Probably just per video kind of thing, though. Not like a channel total. See how many minutes of people's lives you've wasted.
I think it's individual videos.
Yeah.
It says at watch time in minutes. Is this just for the last month? I think this is just for the last month. Hey, yeah, 24 days and 20 hours. Okay.
It's a long time.
So 35,802 minutes. And that's just for this last month. The month of May.
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's a lot of time that you've wasted in people's
YouTube Red. I've gotten a lot more YouTube Red views lately, which is kind of interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, no, stop, stupid cat! Stop. Jeez. Indeed.
Pretty funny. I mean, there's like a couple average watch time or whatever on some of our weekend technologies or whatever that are like an hour, but most of them are only like maybe 18, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Average watch time. They go through. Hopefully, they're going through the freaking table of contents that I make every time. And they're like, oh, I don't care about the rest of this shit. I'm just going to click on the one I want and watch it, which is exactly what it's there for. I don't expect anybody to sit through the full freaking 2 hours of us bullshitting. So,
well, maybe they like our company. I hope so. I mean, we've already spent 20 minutes not really saying anything.
No, it hasn't been 20 minutes. You're full of crap. All right. So, Anyway, this show is going to be a little bit different and a little bit lazy because the last 2 weeks we didn't do it. The one week, I don't even remember why we didn't do it. Why did? Oh no, yeah, the one week we didn't do it just because we didn't do it. Forgot what was going on. Last week we didn't do it because our partner in crime could play games for the first time in frickin' forever. So we're like, screw that. That's more important at the time. So we did that, and then we were gonna do the show Thursday instead. But I went out to dinner with some family and ended up taking way longer than what it was supposed to. And I just didn't feel like it by the time I got back. I was full of food and full of freaking seafood and french fries. And I was like, I don't feel like doing anything. So
Yeah.
came home. I think
Yeah.
And I just didn't feel like sitting down and doing all this. So 2 weeks missed. And so now we're finally back.
Yeah, no, missed quite a bit in those 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. There was actually quite a bit of important crap that dropped those 2 weeks. So this show here, we have a ton of articles. I don't know if I'm going to talk about them all. There probably won't even be a table of contents for this one because this is just a full, like, lazy man's freaking.
You're just going to discuss some stuff.
So, yeah.
Of course, the NVIDIA 1080 reviews came out. And I guess the 1070... I don't think the reviews are officially out for that, but there's been a few leaked ones, and then just today NVIDIA or AMD released or announced the RX 480 or something.
Yeah, it was last night. Late last night, I think it was.
So those are the big things, and then of course there's a bunch of other little crap.
Yeah, there's a bunch of other little small things here and there that we'll kind of just jump through. The last 4 I want to talk about because those are actually fresh and new, whereas some of the other ones are from like the past 2 weeks that we didn't talk about and didn't have the show. So, yeah. So do you want me to just run through all these articles or just about what they're about in general really fast, and then we'll come back and touch base on the ones that we actually want to touch base on, or what do you want to do? How do you want to do this?
Let's just
how do you want to do this?
What do you want to talk about? Let's just talk about it.
Talk about ass pimples.
I mean, like an article.
Hey, there might be articles on ass
things
pimples
that people want to hear.
I don't know. Let's go ahead and start with the first one. The AMD Polaris Radeon RX 480. We'll just jump right out of the gate with the big one.
The latest and greatest.
The latest and greatest, man. I guess we'll do that.
So, boom! AMD releases the new stuff,
and it's really not that cool. But I mean, it's cool, but it's not cool.
It's always gonna. They have been announcing it from the beginning. It's mainstream. It's not high end.
I really was hoping that they would like say all that crap and then be like, "Never mind, just kidding," and then shit all over in Nvidia.
Just,
but they didn't.
Release like a
comparable one or something. I mean, this is actually really good for people that enjoy okay, let's say for the mainstream, like you said, for the mainstream, you're trying to get like a budget build. You don't want to go too crazy. I mean, it's really good performance for, the dollar. But the other intriguing thing is that, you can spend $400 or whatever and get slightly better FPS if you want to do Crossfire anyway. Slightly better FPS than the 1080 does. So,
well, technically, I watched the video of
I mean,
it's $500.
Well,
as the 480, okay, the RX 480.
I guess the $200 one is the 4 gig
price point, of $200 for a 4 gig card. But of course, if you're gonna do like
4K video,
stuff, you're gonna want the 8 gig card, so that'll probably be $250. So, in the slide it said, versus the 1080 or whatever in Ashes of Singularity or whatever it's called, the DirectX 12 game that had it versus the 1080, and it was a couple frames faster. And I said for $500, for less than $500 versus $600 or $700, whatever they said the 1080 was. So,
yeah,
but. Of course, it was 2 cards, Crossfire, and then they go on to say, "Oh, the GPU usage was only like 50%," which I don't think that's good advertising, but whatever. It's like, oh, look, we suck so bad we can only use 50% of our stuff. But
is that really how you take it though, or is it? Or this card is this powerful and it's only using half of it?
I take it more of. I mean, why wouldn't?
There's no way that it can be inefficient with how small of a of like. I mean, it's what is it?
Well, I mean, Crossfire always is gonna suck.
Well, yeah, Crossfire. I mean, well, SLI, Crossfire, whatever. Multi GPU will always be kind of finicky anyway. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It's cool. It's really good for, like I said, budget builds and crap like that. Like if you don't want to spend a ton of money, but you want decent performance, it's perfect.
They're stressing VR with this card a lot for some reason, especially at the price point. I mean, it opens up VR to a lot more people because the performance is, I'd say, 970 to 980 range,
which is like the bare minimum for VR.
But for $400 or $200, just really cheap. I mean, right now you got to spend $300 for 970 or what, like $250 when you get them on sale now. So brings that price point down, and maybe there's some VR technology in there, like NVIDIA's that they haven't like announced. I watched the little press release thing a little bit, and they didn't mention anything. So I don't know.
We'll 150 watt power though doesn't seem very efficient.
What do you mean?
Isn't that kind of high?
No.
For that weak of a card, what is a 1080?
A 1080?
Yeah,
it's like E50.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I was pretty sure the 1080 was less than 200 watts.
Oh, 1080 TDP. Let's see what it says.
It was really low because that's
180 watts.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm thinking of total power draw, I guess. Systems on reviews I see, because the 980 is 165. What was the TDP on this one that they say? 140?
150.
150. That's not horrible, I guess. Not really a laptop card.
I'm just saying though, like you would think that with it being less powerful than a 1080, you'd think that it would be less wattage, but
it is.
Not by much. Only 30 watts.
That's a lot, I guess.
30 watts, and it's only half as strong. That's kind of.
Well, compared to like the 980.
Figured it would be. I mean, they boast efficiency, but it's only 30 watts less than a card that's twice as strong.
This is AMD we're talking about.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting at. They boast all this stuff, but then it seems like it's more of the same. I don't know. I mean, I said,
it's on par with NVIDIA's stuff.
It's good for like if you want like a console killer. This would be a perfect card for a console killer type system. If you wanted to like build up a system where you could play the latest and greatest games or whatever and not break the bank or whatever, this can do it. I mean, don't expect to buy this and just go run in freaking 4K and all other stuff. I technically or personally wouldn't run. I don't see VR working very well on this card if it's equal to like a 970. Maybe a 980, but they really recommend like a 980 Ti for doing smooth VR. So a 980 Ti compared to a 980, that's a big difference. That's not like just it's 5% or something like that. I mean,
they just add a second card. I think that's kind of like what I was reading some stuff that kind of getting at is you can use like two of them, do one for each eye.
Yeah,
that's only $400, which is still really cheap. I mean, that's going to be the cost of a 970.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's good, but it's nothing to write home about, I guess is.
Well, I mean, it's just a mainstream card.
Yeah.
So it's like
I just expected more.
Or the 960s release or the 1060 release. It's like, ooh, you mentioned it, and it's not it. So we'll see. We'll see how the actual reviews are when they come out, because we're kind of skeptical about the 1080 reviews when they came out, and we were kind of right.
Is it really only a $50 difference, or are you just guessing for the 4 gig versus 8 gig?
I'm guessing just because when they did the SLI thing, it said less than $500. I mean, they announced it at $199, and then why would they say $500? Unless they're using the 8 gig card, it's another $250 each.
Why even release a 4 gigabyte card nowadays, man?
For 1080p budget systems.
I mean, it's only $50 savings. It's not like you're making it like $150 savings to where it's like, oh my god, that's actually
5% of the cost. card.
I'd rather just pay the $50 extra and guarantee that you have the room.
In that performance,
because even 1080, dude.
In that performance, 8 gigs over 4 gigs is zero benefit. Unless you're going to do Crossfire or something like that, you're going to get zero benefit of going 8 gig.
Not true. I know lots of games at 1080 that hit over 6 gigabytes in VRAM at 1080p.
It's like AA and everything cranked up to the
max. Exactly. So that's what this card is capable of doing.
No, it's not.
980 can do everything with AA on it.
Some AA, not like fully maxed.
Well, no. 980 Ti can barely do everything maxed.
Yeah, but a 980 is only 4 gig card.
So I'm saying though, like I'm just saying, there are plenty of 1080p games out there that do more than 4 gigabytes of VRAM. It still gets good FPS and all that other kind of stuff.
It's not worth it for that price point, in my opinion.
I suppose. So
spend the extra $50 on more RAM or something.
Yeah,
for a budget system. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going full blown budget, but I mean, I just don't see.
That's the market of the card.
Well, I know, but $50. If they would have just released an 8 gigabyte card and only an 8 gigabyte card
for spend another $50,
that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't even be like, $50 if they didn't even give you that option. Is what I'm saying. They should have just released it as an 8 gigabyte card for $250, and people would have been like, that's a hell of a fucking deal. Why even give the option of saving $50? Just make it an 8 gigabyte card. It's like having a cell phone that's a 16 gigabyte instead of just releasing your minimum one, your base one at 32 gigabytes nowadays. 16 gigabytes, you can't put shit on a 16 gigabyte phone anymore.
It's enough for some people.
Yeah, like grandma's.
For that market, it works fine.
Grandma's is about all 16 gigs is worth. Hell, like 4 apps take up that. And pictures. And then you want to boast 4K video. Holy shit, that's like 4 minutes. All right, anyway. AMD, big deal. Nobody cares.
Should be pretty good. Hopefully,
I don't care until they come out with something that it hits what the 1080 can do, because mainstream doesn't do much for me.
Yeah, but no, the new architecture seems fairly promising on performance. So, like I said, it's just release numbers.
I figured it would be better. I guess it depends on. We'll see what the thermals are.
Yeah, exactly. We'll see what the reviews are. I mean, on paper, it looks decent. So
I figured it'd be much less power hungry.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care about power. So
no, but they do, because that's all they claim.
Yeah, I mean the Polaris.
They don't claim that it's going to kick friggin' ass and do super awesome, powerful things. They claim that it's going to be super efficient, but then it's not that efficient.
Yeah, efficient.
Only 30 watts less than a 1080, which is 10 times or twice as powerful. So that's not really that efficient, if you ask me. 100 watts maybe would be wow.
Compare it to 970. What does a 970 do TDP?
I don't know. 165, 175 probably.
The 970 is pretty low. We'll see.
It better not be lower than 150, otherwise they fail.
It says corrected. It says 145.
So AMD fails.
What are you talking about? That's pretty good.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same, roughly the same performance of a 970, but the 970 beats it out in efficiency with lower wattage, and it's like 2 years old.
Oh, 150.
So 2 years ago, it was doing the same wattage as this with the same amount of power. So again, AMD failed.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's better than what they have been doing. So,
well, yeah. I'm not saying that it's not better than what they had been doing. It's not efficient. It's not wow, holy crap.
It's efficient. The 970 is the most efficient card ever made. People were astonished.
That's what I'm saying. So you would think that with the way that they were boasting,
how are you saying it's not good?
Because it should be lower than that.
They were.
It should be lower than that. NVIDIA did it 2 or 3 years ago, and they're claiming that they're doing something super awesome and power efficient now, and it's 5 watts more. They should be lower than the 970. They should be the new most efficient card. If that's what they've been claiming for the last 6 months, that's all they've been boasting is efficiency. That's all they've been boasting.
They're more efficient when they are.
That's all they've been boasting. That's all they've been boasting about, is that they were going to have the power to efficiency or power to performance efficiency ratio is going to be holy shit off the charts, and it's not.
It's pretty good.
It's worse than the 970, so that's not very good.
Based on TDP numbers.
Yes. So on paper, it already looks worse. Reviews usually show that it's even worse than that.
Usually reviews are better. Because
I don't know. I think my 970 used more than what the TDP showed.
No.
Okay. Alrighty. This is never going to end. So on to the next one. What do we want to talk about next? Do we want to talk about this bad boy?
What's that?
The 4-screen multi-monitor that Dell did?
It's kind of weird.
I think it's kind of cool. It's 4 1080p monitors all set up in a...
Yeah, it's just weird.
It's like basically borderless multi 1080p.
Yeah, but almost like the border in there.
You're like,
you know what I mean?
You're like the one out of a billion people that think that.
Screens.
People hate borders, man. For gaming, anyway.
Oh, for gaming, but this isn't a curved wraparound display, so.
Yeah, I know, but it's still cool. It's still technology. They're still doing something different.
But
so, I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. Fine, but what is like a 43-inch? That's not like... What would those be equal to? Would that be...
It's like a couple 21-inch.
21 inches? Like 4 21-inch monitors?
Yeah, because it's diagonal.
Yeah.
It's going to fit 4.
21 and a halfs. Yeah. So 22s.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting, though.
Size-wise is good. No, I mean, it's a cool concept, and a lot of people, it's nice. It's easy to set up. It's straightforward right in front of you. It's big, though. Definitely in the picture looks a lot smaller than 43 inches. I'm going to say that.
Does it? It looks pretty big. 43 inches really isn't that big.
Dude, all right, you're sitting in front of a 24-inch monitor.
Yeah.
Practically double that size.
Yeah.
Doesn't look that much.
No, in the picture it doesn't, but I think it's just the angle. I think that's actually Photoshop shit anyway. So.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, but yeah. I thought it was pretty cool, though.
Monitor to have on your desk.
That's what is it, $1,350? $1,350?
That's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad. But yeah, it's 43-inch, 3840 by 2160 at 60 hertz, 4K mega monitor.
So does it use 4 separate inputs, or?
Yeah, you can hook up 4 different things to it. So you can have like a Wii on one screen, a freaking movie playing on the other screen. You can have your work open on one screen, and then or like that's what they were talking about. You can have like I think it's 4 different things hooked up to it at once.
I mean, do you have to?
No, you don't have to.
One display, and then it's just one 4K display.
I don't know. I don't know if you can have it all as one gigantic display. That would be kind of cool, but I don't know if you can do that or not. Oh, here it says the kicker is that those screens are truly independent.
Yeah.
You can't physically separate each screen into a separate monitor, but you can pipe independent inputs through each one. Alternatively, you can let one input and let it fill the entire screen. Just like the picture-in-picture TV screen some of us grew up with.
That's not too bad. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Just need a 1080 to power that thing.
Or 2 RX 480s.
Mm-hmm. No.
Why not?
I guess you could for 4K, 2 of them. Crossfire. But Crossfire, I don't know. Just from everything I've read, and then your issues with the micro stutter. I mean, maybe.
I will never go Crossfire or SLI multi GPU ever again. Unless like Vulkan or something comes out and it's like, oh, it actually doubles your frames, like 100% scalable.
As long as it gets rid of the micro stutter.
It's still not worth it though. You spend all that extra money and you gain like an extra like 10 or 15 frames. It's like not worth it.
Well, I'm talking like now. Okay, I have the 970, right? I can pop in another 970 if I can pick up for like really cheap.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of extension. I mean, I'd get 1080 or 1080 Ti or 980 Ti performance for an extra $100 or $150 if I can use a cheap one.
I wonder what
it'd be worth it at that point. It might even be more especially if like Vulkan or DirectX 12 has better scalability than SLI. So instead of being like, 50, 60%, it'd jump it up to like 70 or 80%. Then it'd be like a 1080 performance.
Yeah. I wonder what really is the issue that's holding them back from being able to do 100% scalability. Like where you plug in a second... What?
Just latency between like talking back and forth.
You'd think that they would be able to, like, they would have it somewhat mastered by now.
Yeah.
I mean, SLI and Crossfire has been out for a long freaking time. Mm-hmm. But now it seems like they're just like trying to go away from it, period.
Yeah, it's just because if you figure, okay, you split the screen in half, one side, one GPU does one half of the monitor, the other one does the other half of the monitor. But then the right half is more complex than the left half, so it gets done faster, but then it has to wait,
Yeah.
So, I mean, scalability would be better in that aspect. I don't know what the issue is with like SLI and stuff, but I don't know. I don't think they render them like split it in half kind of thing, or maybe they do. I don't know. I haven't read up on it too much because I don't really care.
Yeah.
Even though
it just seems like they would
always try to buy SLI setup.
I mean, it's been out for a long time, and a lot of people enjoy it, and a lot of people want it to work, and they want it to be awesome. So you'd think that they would put a little bit more effort towards it, but it doesn't seem like it. It seems like they're almost trying to get people to go away from it now.
They kind of are. I mean,
they have like the little bridges for the 1080, the Founder editions and everything, but to do 3 or 4 GPUs, you have to like contact them and get like a freaking like a key to have it unlocked in the BIOS and all that other stuff, rather than just being, let me fucking do it. If I want to hook up 3 cards, let me do it. I mean, you could do that, but why do I gotta contact you to get a freaking key? Just make it available to do it right from the start. That's what I'm saying. It seems like they're trying to slowly get away from that. Like maybe next generation they won't even allow any SLI.
Going to 3 and 4 LSI is like,
oh, I know, it's freaking pointless. But if somebody wants to fucking do it, let them fucking do it. They're gonna pay you more money to buy a 3rd card, but they're making you have to contact them to get a freaking key. It doesn't take very long, but it's still inconvenience. Just leave it open from the fucking get go. What the hell's the difference?
Money.
What saves them money? It's a BIOS update. They just flash your fucking card. There's no money in that at all.
Unless you have to buy
there's zero cost.
SLI bridge and everything.
You use whatever SLI bridge you want to, as long as it's a solid one. You don't have to buy it from them.
Well, I mean, those are the ones that are out are only 2-way.
You don't have to. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You can use a 3-way hard bridge. You can use any bridge for it. You don't have to use theirs.
Oh, okay. I don't know why they did it. It
seems dumb that they would do that. I mean, it's not a big deal. Yeah, you just contact them, they send you a freaking thing, and then you flash the BIOS. But why not just leave it open from the beginning? I mean, I don't understand what the hell the point in that is.
I have no idea. You'd have to ask them.
It seems like they're trying to like keep people from doing it, because they'll try to do it and they'll be like, oh, it says I can't do that. I got to contact them for this. Well, I don't know if I really feel like going through all that. And then they just buy 2 cards instead of 1. I don't know. It just seems weird. Just leave it open from the get-go. Somebody wants to waste their money on doing 3 or 4 cards, let them waste their money on doing 3 or 4 cards.
They're not allowing them to. I mean, you still can.
Yeah, but
it's just an extra step.
It's an extra step that's dumb. Just seems pointless. So anyway,
well, maybe they can track better or something, or who knows? Who cares? I don't care because I'm never going to use it, so it doesn't bother me at all. So I'm all for it.
So I thought this thing was pretty badass. I don't know if you even looked at this or not.
Looked at what?
The Digital Storms Aura or whatever it's called.
Let's see if I can find it.
Stunning all-in-one, was built with a 1080 Intel's new Broadwell E chip in mind. Freaking thing is ridiculous.
Is that one of the things? Maybe I didn't open that one.
It's all-in-one. Do I need to send it to you? I'll post it. I'll post it in the chat. Do you have it?
No, I do not.
All right. It's in the chat. But so anyway, let's see. So it's got the GTX 1080. It's got the 10-core Broadwell E chip, the 6950X. It was announced May 31st in Computex in Taiwan. So if you keep scrolling down, it says prices start at $2,000. But that doesn't include the mouse or keyboard or the awesomeness of the 6950X or the GTX 1080. Instead, you get a 34-inch.
I was about to say that's a really good deal.
Yeah. Instead, you get a 34-inch ultra-wide curved display, 3440 by 1440 resolution, and a quad-core 3.2 gigahertz Intel Skylake Core i5 6500 processor. Ooh. Nestled in a Gigabyte Z170N Gaming 5 motherboard. The base all-in-one also rocks 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 1 terabyte 72 RPM hard drive, and a 960. So if you want the top tier goodies,
actually,
yeah, you're going to have to shell out more. It says the i7 6950X alone has an MSRP of $1,723, while the GTX 1080 is priced at $600. It's true the new Intel chip should win award in insane prices, but look at that shit. That's a full-blown desktop GPU shoved in the back of this monitor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw something from
so awesome.
Remote GPU housings. Like someone's making them.
Yeah, cool. For like laptops and stuff, so you can have like a gaming.
Yeah, same type thing.
That just is just nuts.
Expansion slot. You see the giant ribbon cable looking thing.
Can I make it bigger? Oh, there it is. Oh,
yeah. See that giant like ribbon cable for the PCIe slot?
Mm-hmm.
It's really ghetto. I figured they'd do something cooler, but I guess cooling is good enough. Apparently.
Yeah.
And it's got speakers and everything. It's crazy. But no, I like systems like that where it's all in one kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
I don't know how hot that thing gets though.
It probably gets pretty warm.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice the little speakers up in the top. Why they fire backwards though?
Yeah, it's just like your TV at home. They all fire backwards.
I think my TV speakers actually fire forwards because they hang underneath the TV.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I think the grill's in the front. But yeah, I know what you mean. Like a lot of computer monitors
usually they want super small bezels, so it's all on the back.
But yeah, it's like, who gives a shit about the keyboard and mouse? Fuck that. I don't care about that shit.
Yeah.
Crappy little MOBA mouse. Or MMO mouse, I mean.
That Overwatch on
17 freaking buttons on the side for your thumb to hit. So, anyway, that shit is pretty insane, though.
Dude.
I thought that was pretty badass.
Broadwell E. Yeah, they announced the Broadwell E. I was looking forward to upgrading to that, but overclockability from the preliminaries, it's very hard to find the 680Ks. The super crappy processor one, the just 6-core, 12-thread one, but overclockability of it seems to be pretty poor. They're looking like 4.0, 4.1 gigahertz is pretty common, so
yep.
Yeah, I want 4.5, so
you gotta get an all-in-one cooler, man, and crank that thing.
Yeah, I can crank the voltage. I don't know if I'll even go that much. We'll see. I mean, it's stable on everything else. It's just what is it? I think it's Asus. Has the like stability tester. It only crashes on that. So anything above 4.2, but that's only at 1.275 volts or something like that. 1.25 volts. It's pretty low voltage.
That's low as hell, man. People usually run the Haswells at fucking 1.3, 1.32.
I know, but it's like back in the day. Like,
well, that's not back in the day anymore.
No, like Sandy Bridge stuff. Like 1.3 volts was like high.
Yeah, it's not like that with the
for 24/7. You didn't want to do that. Now people are running like 1.35 volts, like no big deal, and it's like,
yep,
it's 32 nanometer versus 14 or whatever the Broadwell E stuff is. So it's ridiculous, but
crank that shit, man.
I will try.
Being a wuss. Worst thing you get is a blue screen and you just reset it.
Yep. I was just messing with overclocking my video card a little bit today. I don't know why. Let's get that couple extra frames. Let's see. But no, because I have the 970 OCA, or I don't even know what it is. What is it? Or the Win Plus
Yeah.
edition, which it runs at 1400 megahertz. So I cranked it up to 1500 megahertz and crank up the RAM a little bit. So get like 2 or 3 extra frames maybe. So after the show, I'll test in like GTA and the Division and stuff just to see. Though I did one quick test before you called on GTA in the grass. That was like 60 FPS in the grass, but a couple of things were turned down, so I turned them back up. But then you called, so I didn't get to retest.
Bummer. So we'll see. You had to do the show instead of playing video games.
I know. I'm doing important research though.
I'll send you a box of tissues.
Thank you. I need them.
All right. So the next one I'll just talk about is Dead Island 2. I guess has disappeared from Steam. I don't really care because I didn't play Dead Island 1.
It looked cool, like the video and stuff.
Yeah, I heard that it had loads of effing problems though, so I never bought it.
I mean the Dead Island 2 trailer.
Oh, yeah.
I never played the game, but
yeah.
It looked kind of cool. It looked like it might be fun. I thought it was an Xbox exclusive, but maybe not.
No. So yeah, it's now just labeled as unknown app 268150 in the Steam DB. And I guess Deep Silver, who are the people making it, the publisher, I guess, they came out with an official statement, which was updated after I saved this article, I guess, because I didn't see this before. Mm-hmm. And they said Dead Island 2 is in development with Sumo Digital. Once we have new details to share, we will do so. So I guess they just pulled it off because there's no point in it taking up space if they don't know if it's actually going to come out or not, or when it's going to come out. So they just pulled it. But I guess it's still being developed. So
just might not be.
It went from it's no more, which is why Kenny, our buddy Kenny, sent this to me. So. Anyway, he sent me this article or whatever because I know I'm pretty sure he liked and played Dead Island 1.
Yeah, I think so.
On Xbox. But I know on the PC, just like always, freaking shitty ass developers don't know how to port anything properly. So it was super buggy. Your character could just fall through the freaking ground at any given moment.
Hey, I do that in the Division all the time.
Yeah. So whatever.
It's weird, Mike. In the Division, it's when textures don't load for some reason. That's when you fall through. I don't know why.
Yeah, so there's no actual ground. You're just walking on textures.
Yeah, I know, but it's just
so the texture weird, doesn't load. Like, you fall through.
The texture, because there's
most normal
texture there, but it's like a super low resolution texture. It just looks like a blur pretty much because it's so low and crappy. And those are the ones you fall through. But if it loads in properly, so it's like
that's really
texture
weird.
Doesn't load. It doesn't load like the wall or something. I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah, like the floor or the space doesn't even load because the texture's so shitty.
Mm-hmm.
That is really weird.
So, and usually I have to restart the game. So it's probably just a bug with the game. Like
the
wall's not loading in for some reason. The floor is not loading in for some reason. The curb or whatever I'm stepping on. So, but yeah.
All right. Since I guess we're in the gaming news realm now, we'll talk about Mass Effect. So Mass Effect Andromeda gets pushed back to early 2017.
Wow.
So, again, this is another game that I know nothing about because I never really played them.
I hear Mass Effect 1 and 2 are really good.
I heard that they were really good. Mass Effect 3, I think it was, had the shitty ending that the people got mad at, and so they rewrote the ending and released
I think like
ending or something.
Mass Effect 1 is like a completely different game than Mass Effect 3. Like, just a style of gameplay. Like, that's what I remember hearing when I was reading about it.
Oh, I just didn't like it because it was like third person, like over your shoulder all the time, and I fucking hate that. But then I play it in Division, and it doesn't really bother me in Division. But
yeah, I mean, I have the games, I just haven't played them. Just like
I know they're just old now, so I won't even bother.
Yeah, I might play them
unless I get them for free. That'd be about the only way I'd play it.
I think they're on my Uplay account, which you can log into and play.
I can't. You're not allowed to share accounts between people. Anyway,
your house using it.
I guess it was supposed to come out the
end of the year, probably
end of the year, like fourth quarter of 2016, but now it's been pushed back to early 2017. No,
when was early 2017?
I think it was actually supposed to come out in summer.
Oh, really?
And then it got pushed back or something.
So it got pushed.
I mean, if it was only getting pushed back like 2 months, then there's no point in doing an article on it. It'd have to be a bigger deal, I would think.
I mean, some people are anticipating it, so instead of being out for Christmas time, it'll be out first quarter. You know, that's kind of a big deal.
There we go. It says Mass Effect fans should tune in to the upcoming EA Play press conference on June 12th, where the publisher should be providing more information about the game. So if you're into Mass Effect and you get a hard-on for it, watch EA Play press conference on June 12th.
Is that like, what's that, E3? That's around June, isn't it? I wonder if that's like...
It's the end of June, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm just curious. I was curious.
E3 2016. 2016. Yep, 14th through the 16th. So that's their press conference at the beginning of E3.
The pre-things that everyone does. Yeah. Now the actual snow starts like 4 days early because everyone wants to be first with their stuff.
Yep.
So, but no, that's interesting. That's coming up.
Shit, dude. Yeah, we were gonna do we were gonna do a show. Are we gonna do a show every night that week for the stuff that was discussed? Because wasn't that what we said that we were gonna do?
I don't think so.
I thought we were going to do a show every night recapping what we talked about each night.
It's just the only thing is I don't know if we'll be able to watch all of it like every day and then do a show on it like afterwards. But I'll try to watch as much as I can. But
let's see, June 14th through the 16th. What is that?
It's 2 weeks from now.
That's Tuesday through Thursday?
Yeah. But remember, they have all the like. I'm sure someone will be Sunday night and then Monday and Tuesday.
Okay, so let's do this then. That week, the week of June 15th, which would be the day that we do our show, we're going to do a show Friday night instead.
We could do 2 shows.
Why do 2 shows?
Because there's going to be so much cool stuff to talk about.
But there's not. Because if we do a show on a normal day Wednesday, that only leaves 1 day left, which is going to be just people walking around. All the big stuff's at the beginning.
Yeah, we'll be out by Wednesday. Like all the EA, Microsoft.
You think so?
Sony. Yeah, those are all early, and that's where all the the reveals are. And then the show is just like a show. You know, you can go playing games and stuff.
So Microsoft's
stuff that comes out.
Yeah. Microsoft's E3 conference is 9:30. Pacific time, Monday, June 13th.
And Nintendo's and Sony, EA.
Let's see. Do they have them just
Ubisoft.
Written here?
Yeah, they got a web page with them all.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, probably have to do each individual one.
Exhibit hours and second floor meeting room hours. What the hell is that?
It's actual show stuff. Like all the stuff that we care about is like before the show. Well, all the big reveals.
Well, yeah, because the show is for people that are physically there.
Yeah.
Walking around. Okay, here we go. EA is June 12th at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. our time. Bethesda is Sunday. Microsoft is Monday. PC Gaming Show is Monday, which is probably going to suck dick just like last year's.
It was okay.
Dude, the guy sucked balls. Like
it wasn't great.
Dude, it was freaking...
At least they did something.
We could have done a better job freaking doing that, man. That guy just seemed like he didn't give a shit. Like he just got put in there and doesn't even know what a PC is.
It's okay.
Ubisoft is Monday. Sony's is Monday. Wait, hold on. So Ubisoft is doing it at the same time EA is? No, EA is Sunday. Ubisoft is doing it 4 p.m. Monday. Sony's is Monday, and Nintendo's, which we don't care about. No, I'm just saying. Nintendo's is Tuesday.
Yeah, they usually do it during the show.
Okay, so what is it? 4 p.m.
Sunday and PlayStation Monday?
No. Microsoft and Sony are both Monday.
Oh, really?
Sony does theirs late at night, and Microsoft always does theirs early. So Microsoft is at lunch, and Sony's is at 9 p.m.
Might be able to swing that. And it'd be the afternoon EST.
Yeah, so 4 p.m. I can watch that because I'll be at my desk. Bethesda's 10 p.m. I can. Oh, that's Sunday.
I go home sick.
That's Sunday. Microsoft's, I can do that because that's my lunch break. That's perfect.
Well, that's PST.
No, it's 12:30 p.m. EST.
Oh, 12:30.
It's 9:30 PST. PC gaming show is 2:30 p.m. on Monday, which I can do that because, like I said, it's gonna suck and be really short.
It's gonna suck in the middle of the day like that.
Ubisoft's is at 4 p.m. And Sony's is at 9, so I can watch that after dinner and everything else. So that's perfect. So yeah, it should be pretty good. So yeah, I mean, everything's going to be done by Tuesday night. So yeah, Wednesday night show that week, the 15th, June 15th, is going to be E3
E3 special.
We're going to have an E3 special that week.
Mm-hmm.
So mark your calendar. Be there or be square.
15th is going to be epic.
15th will be epic. Epically
man,
crap.
Maybe I should just go there.
Where's it at?
I don't know. San Jose.
Is it?
I have no idea.
Don't they usually do it in East Coast?
No, it's always West Coast.
Is it?
Yeah.
Los Angeles Convention Center. Yeah, I'll never go to one of those.
I got invited.
Screw LA.
Can you even get tickets, or is it?
I wouldn't even buy a bottle of water to support LA. You don't have a calendar? That's a shame.
Yeah, that sucks, Kenny.
Yeah, you do, you liar, because you're the one that said that TR is Thursday.
This is true.
Ooh,
got you there.
I'll be sure to FedEx you some burn cream, sir.
The burn centers are located.
So I don't even know what the hell this is. The USB. See, it's been so long since I looked at these freaking articles. I don't even know what the hell they are about. The USB-C digital audio compliant chips. So Connexent. Remember that article that we were having, or that article that we were talking about 3 weeks ago, I guess now, where we talked about the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack going bye-bye, analog going bye-bye, and it was going to be digital audio through USB Type-C. Mm-hmm. That's what this is. So it's the USB-C digital audio compliant chip.
Yep.
So it shows all this information in here if you really, want to nerd out over some of this stuff.
Doesn't say TR. What's this guy talking about?
I don't know. He's a loser. But yeah, it talks about the EQ and all that other kind of stuff. So got like the mic in, it's got another mic in for like a headset, it's got line in 1 and line in 2. So much stuff.
It's like super smart too.
I know. Look at this. All this crazy connectors on it, yo. So yeah, anyway. Oops, I just completely closed out the whole article. I thought I opened up another tab, but I guess it didn't. Oh well, whatever. So anyway, USB-C audio is going to become a thing. So if you are a fan of the 3.5 millimeter jack like I am, then rest in pieces, and we can have a really sad farewell dinner or something for the.
Yeah, it's
3.5 millimeter
from analog to digital.
So it's moving from cool to poop.
Depends.
Yeah. I just don't like the fact that I'm going to have an adapter everywhere I go.
It'll be a while before you have to do that.
Yeah, next generation phones coming out at the end of this year. So long from now.
I don't see that. There'll be a lot of options with 3.5 millimeter jacks for a while.
Well, I know rumor has it anyway that obviously the iPhone is going to have the lightning connector.
Yeah, don't even talk about iPhone.
I'm just saying. You Apple said that they weren't going to be doing it. There wasn't going to be. It was going to be a while before there was going to happen. So I'm just letting you know. They're talking about doing it. They're talking about doing it. Rumor has it that Google's next Nexus phone is going to be dropping the 3.5mm jack, which is supposed to be talked about in October. Mm-hmm. So that's a thing. I think Motorola was talking about dropping it in their next Droid phones. So
it's not going to happen.
If they want to stay
2 generations,
3 generations.
I said 2.
No,
not this one. It'll be the one.
Guarantee.
It'll be 26 or 2017 before it's like.
All right. I'll wait until November to say I told you so.
Yeah, a couple of high-end phones will be out in November, of course. I'm sure the Apple do iPhone 45 and maybe the Nexus if that comes out.
Love how you just try to crap on iPhone just because you feel like it's necessary to crap on iPhone.
But I'm just like laughing at them because their Lightning port is like, oh, they're like, never mind, this sucks. We'll just do this USB-C then.
But they're not. They're doing the Lightning port.
Are they?
Yeah.
Man, they're dumb. How does Apple got to have their own proprietary crap that's crap? I mean,
it's obviously been working for them for 7-8 years now, so they're going to continue to do it. I don't jump into it. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm pissed off, because if I wanted to, like if the next set of Android phones come out and Android's still as fragmented as it is now, then I'm probably going to stick with an iPhone. So if I upgrade to another iPhone, I have no choice but to do a Lightning connector, and I'm like not going to do that shit.
I already have a Lightning connector.
I know, but I also have a 3.5mm jack.
How often do you use that?
Every day.
Oh, with what?
My headphones?
You use headphones?
I use earbuds every single day. When I walk.
You should get Bluetooth, man. Get with the 21st century.
Bluetooth headphones sound like shit.
That's because you get crappy ones. And then you get this new Context CX20899 chip, and it sounds good.
That wouldn't be for Bluetooth. That's for USB-C. Retard.
It's the same thing.
It's just not. That would have nothing to do with the Bluetooth signal.
It's close enough.
Okay. Anyway, so AMD changes.
I'm just trying to reference these articles that we're supposed to be.
AMD changes SSD strategy. High-end M.2 and NVMe SSDs incoming. It says low-cost R3 drives are already here, which we talked about a couple weeks ago.
I swear I had this article open, but I must have closed it. Jesus. I have 2 Google articles.
Jesus, I've gone through a whole bottle of water already. I'm going to piss my pants.
You were about to say panties.
No, I was going to say piss myself, and then I stopped.
Oh. All right. When you're watching this in their comments, comment if you think he was going to say panties. Because he's a girl.
I'd be the first person to admit it if I was going to say panties, because I don't give a shit. All right. So anyway, 2.5mm drives. I mean, they're talking about the solid state drives, the R3 Radeons that we talked about before, but apparently I guess they have the R7s now.
Hey, yo, that's how they do it. The R7's like the cheap stuff, and the R9's like the good stuff.
So they're going to come out with some R9 soon then?
Probably not, because they suck.
Okay. Jesus.
I mean, if you want a good SSD, go Samsung, yo.
Intel's is actually badass. What are you talking about? I think Intel's
they're good.
I'm pretty sure that Intel's NVMe drive or whatever is like one of the fastest drives that you can buy right now.
Yeah, I mean, Intel's have always been the best. But
unmentionables, I thought.
Oh man, I'm not even reading Kenny's. What is he saying?
Yeah, I would never have said unmentionables, because that's people that say that are just. I'm not even gonna say the word I want to say. All right, so the next one.
They're unmentionables.
Razer is opening up a Razer store in San Francisco to sell Razer things. So it's gonna be like an Apple.
Where is these articles?
It's gonna be like an Apple store. They're all in the freaking thing. If you weren't dumb. So Razer's opening up a store in San Francisco to sell Razer products,
which is cool.
I guess.
I mean, why not?
Why? They've been doing fine without a store. Why waste the money on putting a store in?
Because they like having your own store. I don't know.
I'm just saying, I don't see any positive coming out of this. They're already like it says right there. They're like one of the biggest names in PC gaming. Why the hell do you need a store now? Why waste the money on renting a place or buying a place, empowering the place, and putting product in there to have like maybe 20 people a day walk in there because they'd rather just buy their shit and have it sent to their house because they don't see the freaking sunlight?
No, I mean, when you're buying a mouse, you want to go feel it, see how it feels in your hand.
Yeah, you go to Best Buy and you feel it.
So why don't you just go to the Razer store?
Because it's in San Francisco.
Well, I'm not talking about us. I'm talking.
Fuck them then. They're only opening up one damn store. It's stupid and pointless.
Oh my gosh.
I guarantee you there's actually far less gamers in San Francisco than you think. It's all like...
Really? I was thinking there was like 2.
I'm guaranteeing you. It just doesn't seem like it's a place that's like full of gamers. It's like art people and venture capitalists and entrepreneurs and those other people.
Those people don't play games. No, they gotta have their RGB.
You know, they're too busy going out and freaking rollerblading naked with dildos around their freaking waist and stuff in parades to support LGBT. They're not playing video games. That's all I'm saying.
Or they're playing Luigi Shoot Larry LGBT.
or they're just playing Grand Theft Auto or running around beating people with dildos.
Oh man, speaking of which, they were talking about that in the article. Talking about the Ballad of Gay Tony, how it was a good expansion. Leading on to The Witcher 3 and their new expansion. Just talking about how people should do expansions like that. I just thought it was fun. GTA and then like Ballad of Gay Tony from GTA 4.
I don't think I ever played that one.
Me neither. Because I didn't.
I just like
I just for the PS4 or PS3.
I just love GTA for sandboxing it up. It's just fun.
Yeah,
it's just fun.
I always wanted to play that though because I really like GTA 4. I thought that was a good story. It was fun to play.
Yeah, it got annoying.
5, I still haven't played the story.
Dumbass constantly calling you asking if you want to go bowling.
So you go bowling?
No thanks.
Oh man, then you get drunk and try to drive drunk in that game. That was the best. So much fun.
Google's Chirp may be the Amazon Echo rival that brings OK Google into your home. So Google's getting super in your business now.
Okay, Google. Or maybe I turned that off. I can't remember.
I don't know if I have mine on that.
Okay, Google.
Let me see. Okay, Google.
Oh, hello.
Oh, shit. That's right. It doesn't work.
I had to unlock it, though.
I forgot.
How to unlock it, though, it's got before.
Hey, Siri.
Oh, yeah, you get
that. Oh, it must not be on. Hey, Siri. Why isn't she working? iPhone's a pile of shit.
She hates you.
All right.
Her lightning port.
So anyway, it's like, I'm sure you've seen the video or the commercials for the Amazon Echo where it's what's his name? Who's the guy that's in that? One of the Baldwin guys, right? Alex Baldwin or Alec Baldwin, not Alex. Alec Baldwin. So. But yeah, he's like walking around the house, like, hey, whatever the hell her name is.
From 30 Rock.
Yeah, that guy. Anyway, so you'll be able to say okay Google while you're walking through your house, and you'll be able to like put on some mood lighting, and then the lights will dim down if you have your lights set up to your stuff and the Internet of Things and all that kind of stuff.
Can you like ask it questions?
Yeah. Okay. It's just like your phone. It just can control your house too.
Ordering stuff.
Like if you have Nest.
Hey Amazon, give me some trash bags, yo.
It's not for just that. You could do that, but that's not what it's for.
Okay, what about those like things where you click the button and it orders like that one thing? That's so stupid. Why would you need a single button for one thing?
That's kind of cool. Like if you put it like in your like laundry room.
You have like 30 of them. Like,
yeah, why not?
You know this stuff.
No, I'm just saying like in your laundry room for like laundry detergent, and you're like, oh man, I need laundry detergent. Just hit the button and it freaking ships it to your house. That's pretty cool. What's bad though is think of like if you could like hack one,
just go
and change what it orders. Yeah, but you can't do that. You can't say yo order this and it orders your shit.
Why not?
Do it right now. Do it right now. Live demonstration.
I can't do it. But I'm saying like
why not
the Echo thing?
You can't do that.
Why they need to do that?
Okay.
So much better
even if the Echo can do that, those push button things came out a year and a half before the Echo came out. So the Echo didn't even exist yet. So the buttons were actually still useful.
I don't think they're useful.
They were useful though. The thing is though,
mentionables with it.
What the thing is though is that it would be really funny if you could like change what it like it did like on the fly, because I think you can. I don't think that you just order one thing and then that's.
Oh,
I think you can. No, I think you go to their website and you punch in like the code number or the serial number for that button, and you can change whatever to whatever it does, like cat food, whatever.
Change the serial number for cereal.
Yes. So you have a cereal button. I think it's a cool thing. But anyway, so like have it to where it sets it up something really expensive. Like 1080s. Every single time you hit the button, it just orders one.
Why would you want to do that?
That's what I'm saying. Like if you fucked with your friend or something, like if you changed it, and then like your friend's like, "Oh, I need detergent," and he hits the button and it freaking like buys a 1080 or something like that, and his account's like depleted.
You hit the button that orders a giant dildo. That would be even better.
That would be better.
I mean, a 1080, that just sucks because then you gotta go through returning it, and you.
That's even better than
$1,000, and
that's even better than.
If you're evil.
I'm talking about like if you're like rich, which rich people have that stuff. But anyway, no, I think they're kind of cool.
Rich people aren't hitting buttons to order stuff.
No, that's true. They're looking at their assistant and saying, "Bitch, go get me my stuff." So anyway, they're competing with Amazon Echo with this, I guess. So you'll be able to walk around your house, say, "Okay, Google," and then you'll hear it go blink. And then you say,
like Google House.
Am I wearing panties? And then it won't be able to answer you because it doesn't do stuff like that. But because Google also owns
your body, because uploads that to the cloud, and then
yes,
it's on the internet.
Since Google owns Nest and all that stuff and the Internet of Things, you'd be able to eventually, if you got one of the new washers and dryers that of the Internet of Things and it's connected to all that, you'd be able to say, hey, "Okay, Google, set my AC to 68 degrees," and it will change it to 68
I'm
degrees.
down with that. Like, I'm trying to think.
I mean, it'd be perfect for somebody like you, because you'd be like, "Oh, I'm getting ready to play games or whatever," and you can be like, "Okay, Google," and it'll go blink, and you'd be like, "Take off my shorts," and it'll take off your shorts, and you're good to go, ready to play games.
I don't have pants on right now.
I believe it. It's like that one picture or whatever it was where it's like doing like online interviews or whatever, and he has like the suit and tie and he's wearing boxers underneath.
That's the best. Yeah, like a connected house like that would be cool. I'd like that.
I don't know though.
What don't you know? Oh, Big Brother.
Well, you know everybody's gonna freaking go off about that. It's obvious.
Yeah, but whatever. You're like,
I mean, I don't care.
I thought there was like a movie like that where you could like talk to and they'd like do stuff.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Like, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, Iron Man. Wasn't thinking Iron Man though. It was something else.
No, there's a ton of movies that you can do that, or that they showed them doing that. But yeah, what is his name in Iron Man? The
Jarvis.
Jarvis, yes. Be like, "Jarvis, order me some panties." Jarvis, order some unmentionables.
Unmentionables. Indeed. So yeah, no, that'd be cool because it'd be
size
like,
extra medium.
Turn on the computer.
He says, "Okay, too weird." I'm sure he's talking about you not wearing pants because he's delayed.
Yep.
But it says it could lean on Google's arsenal of superb online services like Google Now, Play Music, Gmail, Calendar, and maybe even tap into Chromecast and Android TV on the same Wi-Fi network. The idea of saying, "Okay, Google, play House of Cards," and having your next unwatched episode pop up on your TV is already making me giddy.
Oh, were you saying that, or were you just reading the article?
No, I was just reading the article, but I was just, showing some emotion.
You gotta watch House of Cards. Kennedy, have you seen House of Cards? Tell me that show is awesome.
I'm sure he's watched it since he doesn't have cable.
This guy watched it. This guy would love it.
Dude, have you seen Silicon Valley yet?
Dude, I don't have HBO. I'm not rich.
I don't have HBO either. I'm still watching it.
How are you watching it now?
I borrowed it.
You're at a friend's house?
Yep. No, actually, a guy at work gave me seasons 1 and 2 on Blu-ray.
Oh, you know what? Oh, is it on Blu-ray? I thought it was a newer show.
It
On
is.
that list. What? You haven't even seen that? Oh my gosh, you guys! No, there's so many shows
I don't watch dramas.
That's
I heard
one
it's
thing
just a
I'm
drama,
buy
right?
once I sell my car.
Isn't House of Cards drama?
Yeah.
I hate dramas.
Oh, you'll love this.
I refuse to watch dramas.
It's like politics. And
that's the worst.
Oh, it's the best.
No, it's the worst. I hate. That's why I don't watch Game of Thrones. Is because it's too political.
I thought it was. I don't know.
It's not like what I hoped it would be. I was really hoping that it was going to be. I mean, there's a lot, obviously, killing and shit in it, but I mean, like, I was expecting it to be more like medieval crap, like like battles of like Mordor and shit and all that kind of cool stuff. But it's like politics, like who's going to stab who in the back next, and playing your cards
that's
right.
Like boring politics.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like people actually stabbing people in the back. Like the House of Cards is like better because it's like political stuff. That's a great explanation. Yeah,
That made no sense. I only watch like an hour of 2 of Netflix a day. Bullshit. You watch it for like 9-10 hours a day while you're sitting at your desk.
Sitting in a squad car, be like,
he doesn't have a squad car.
Oh, I thought he had. I was looking through my old pictures and I had a picture of him in some sweet like safari escape thing.
Oh, it's an SUV.
Like a jet. I know. What was it? It was like a Subaru.
It wasn't a Subaru. It's like a freaking full-blown Explorer or Expedition.
Was it? It looked really small, but of course it was.
It's a big-ass Expedition or something. It's not some little...
It was a big...
It's like a little Ford Escape. Yeah. That's some freaking Reno 911 shit right there.
Let's see if I can find it before Kenny says something.
All right. Well, while you're looking for it, I'm going to say something. So Samsung unveils the world's highest capacity micro SD card. So this was 22 days ago because, again, I don't even have a squad card. Boom! See, I told you.
I know he didn't have a squad card.
I knew he didn't have a squad card.
Planned for release this June, so this month. Evo Plus 256 gigabyte micro SD card sports a staggering 256 gigabytes of storage with a write speed of
because you didn't wash it, Kenny?
90 megabytes a second, making it a perfect fit for demanding devices like 360-degree VR recorders or HD camera drones. It should be able to hold up to 55,200 photos, 12 hours of 4K footage. What the hell is this? 4K footage or 46 hours of HD video. While the card could also be used for smartphones and tablets and those types of things, of course.
Yeah, no, dude, that's crazy.
It'll be
little it to be a thing.
$250. Ugh. What do you want me to look at now? Let me switch over to this because I don't want you to. In case it's it's you without your pants on. I don't want to show the world you with your pants on. Off, I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, it's like a little Escape or a Prius or something.
It's the perspective. It threw me up.
Perspective. Does this have any incriminating things in it or anything? Like I shouldn't show it?
Yeah, Kenny probably shouldn't get parked there.
He can be parked there. It's his job. You're retarded. Yeah. All right, so this last one, I guess we'll just go ahead and do it and do all the articles, damn it, since we're already here. Amazon's new YouTube rival
about, like, the cool stuff yet.
Shoves cash at video creators. We talked about all the cool stuff. Rival shoves cash at video creators. So Amazon is basically doing a full-on or full-scale attack on YouTube with this new Video Direct program for content creators.
Just read something on YouTube.
They're planning
IRAA.
You gonna let me fucking finish this article first?
Whatever.
Go Jesus. It says to sweeten the deal for big video makers, all the ones that don't need money, Amazon will give away $1 million per month to the top 100 Video Direct titles on Amazon Prime. The company has already enlisted some big media brands, including Condé Nast, How Stuff Works, The Guardian, Mattel, and Machinima. The program is available to creators now. I wonder if I can start uploading shit on there.
Yeah, why not?
Is it available for like that, or do you have to it says they enlisted some big media brands, so do you have to be like, "Hey, Amazon, can I be on your media creator thing?" And,
and they'll be like,
and then they say,
"Yo,
you have like
suck
200, subs on YouTube. You blow, so no."
Hey, you offer quality content.
But yeah, the way that they do it is weird, though. It says
it's not like a video service; it's like their Prime service, isn't it?
Yeah, it says, for example, creators can distribute ad-free videos to Amazon Prime subscribers and earn revenue based on hours streamed. They can also offer add-on subscriptions for Prime subscribers, such as streaming services such as Starz and Showtime.
I'm thinking like how stuff works and stuff like that, like almost like something you'll watch, like an episode kind of thing, just like reviews and stuff.
But that's already available, though.
Cat videos.
This makes no sense, though. How stuff works is an actual freaking thing. The Guardian is an actual thing.
Yeah, no, they're getting content for their service.
I know, but Machinima is no different than me.
The more like content blocks like that rather than just YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying?
That's all Machinima is.
I don't know what that is.
Machinima is like an MCN. Like it's like a service that you can get underneath, like an umbrella. And then that's how like CNanners got big. That's how a lot of the big gaming YouTubers now got big.
I thought that was one person. Like,
no, there was like 40, 50 people that were big under Machinima. It's like a distributor or a producer.
Yeah.
It's like a production company, and they hired people in, and then they give them their cut and blah, 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 blah. And then when their contracts ran out, all the people were like, F this, and they went and made their own solo YouTube channels and actually ended up doing better.
Yeah, because, I mean, you're giving them a profit of your YouTube videos. I mean...
Machinima was just like the very first like MCN guy or whatever for like game video makers, like Let's Plays and like when Call of Duty was big or whatever, like Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare and all that stuff on PS3 when it came out, and Xbox One or Xbox 360 and all that kind of stuff or whatever. They were like the first ones that got like all these people like huge on YouTube. So that's what I'm saying. I wonder if it's available to just anybody. Like, can I just make a thing on there?
I mean, you'll probably have to like submit a resume kind of thing. And then,
you think so?
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. It's not like YouTube where it
says create your free account.
Maybe you can.
It says helping content creators and visual storytellers reach millions of Amazon Video customers. Like, so I mean, I doubt that many people will watch my stuff, but if I'm uploading it to one, just go ahead and upload it to the other. Why the hell not? And it can't hurt. It's just free bandwidth that I'm using, so whatever.
It's not free, you pay for it.
Well, I pay for it, but I'm not using it all the time, so I might as well use it all the time, right? But I mean, it's like for like if you do like short films, people that do like really epic short films and stuff like that can upload like Vimeo people. That's what I'm saying, but I'm sure that there's plenty of other people that are doing the same type of stuff I'm doing, because I mean it's Amazon.
I mean, the stuff you're doing is educational, the reviews and stuff like that.
You could do like a review on products that Amazon sells.
Like this guy's gonna upload his cat video like YouTube.
Oh no.
Upload his video of his kid kicking the soccer ball or something, you know.
No. That's not what I was talking about. But.
Yeah. It's like a content creator thing, but it's like more like episodic shows.
Because here it says for each title,
just the way like Amazon Prime Video service is. It should have to be like episodic type.
It says for each title, you can choose to earn royalties based on hours streamed by Prime members, or a revenue share for rentals or purchases, so people can purchase your videos and watch it. Monthly subscriptions, if they want to do that, or ad impressions, just like YouTube. Make your titles available anywhere Amazon Video is available: US, Germany, Austria, UK, and Japan.
Speaking of which, I'm curious to see how the Top Gear stuff are.
Yeah, like Top Gear would probably do something like this.
Well, I mean, the guys are on Amazon Video.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
what's their show called? Man, I can't remember what it's called.
Grand Tour?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Have you seen the new UK Top Gear with Chris Evans and Matt LeBlanc? It aired.
LeBlanc?
Yeah. He's actually kind of good, but.
I mean, he's okay. He's a
big car guy.
See him as like a car guy, but
no, he's a huge car guy.
I know, but it's just I don't see him as like.
He was like on the Top Gear as the special guest like 3 or 4 times throughout their multiple seasons. But yeah, No, I was watching it. I guess it aired Monday, so it's every Monday night at 9:00 on BBC America. But I didn't get the chance to see it. I saw somebody tweeted about it, and then people were saying that it was like real awkward, and like,
well, yeah, I mean, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, their chemistry was kind of weird. But I guess that Chris Evans guy was like, they said that he was like trying super. Yeah, he's the big nerdy guy. He was.
Oh, look.
He's like a comedian guy. Apparently, he's really well known for showing his genitals to a lot of ladies.
Chris Evans, Captain America?
No.
That's what Google came up as.
Yeah, it says right here, Top Gear fans go full speed with hate for the wrong Chris Evans.
Oh, okay, there it is. I had to type Top Gear, then his little ginger head comes up.
Yep. So everybody's tweeting at this guy saying that he sucks ass, and it's the wrong fucking guy.
This guy's like, what's going on?
Yeah, this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that dude. But apparently he's like trying way too hard. Like I watched like 30 minutes of it or so today, and he's trying like way too hard to be like Jeremy Clarkson. Like way too hard.
That's the thing is like same thing with like American.
You can't replace that trio, man. Dude, American Top Gear is actually pretty freaking good now. Like I don't know if you've watched it recently.
It's like they tried to imitate that chemistry that those guys have. They didn't like people. They aren't developing their own. They're like just trying to mimic them, which it makes
American Top Gear started that way, but it's not that way anymore. Like it's actually,
I heard it's decent.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Like the last couple episodes I watched, I was fucking laughing my ass off. Like I thought it was pretty legit.
I mean, same way they started out trying to be, Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and the other guy, Richard Hammond.
Yeah,
and it just didn't. I mean, you can't be those guys because those are them. You have to be your own trio. So
right, yeah, because I think they did the new 2016, 2017, whatever it was.
One thing, like I
Dodge Viper ACR is what they did. The Chris Evans guy was driving around hauling button around a some air. What the hell do you call those things? It's where like Top Gun was in Nevada, where like the really high scoring jet fighters go to become like even better pilots, like the actual Top Gun school, because it actually exists. It's not just a shitty movie. And so yeah,
that movie's the best.
They went to the airport or the runway there, and he was hauling ass around it. No, it's a shitty movie.
It's the best movie ever.
So
did you see this stuff on Facebook a while back? It's like I remember this guy. I was like talking about how he died over the Indian Ocean or whatever. It was funny. But it was
how was he typing that he died?
What?
Who? What? You said some guy was writing something about how he died over the Indian Ocean?
Yeah,
what the
like
fuck
an
are you talking
article about how this guy died over the Indian Ocean defending the country, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
Goose or whatever from Top Gun.
Oh, so he made it sound like it was like a legit tale, but it was just a shitty thing from the movie? Okay.
It was on Facebook for a while. It was funny. I laughed. I clicked the like button.
Spreading that filth. But anyway, so...
That was awesome.
But, I mean, it was okay. Like, he didn't do a horrible freaking job at it or whatever, but it's just... I mean, I just cracked up laughing that, like, it was like 4 or 5 months ago, maybe even 6 months ago, whenever they were talking about them filming for the new Top Gear after all this shit happened. And I guess he was riding with that... The Chris Evans guy was riding with that German chick. What was her name? She took Clarkson around. No, not the girl from Fifth Gear. No, it's the training girl for Nürburgring. She's not from Fifth Gear. I know that. No, it's not the Fifth Gear chick. Two completely different people.
Top Gear German chick.
It's the Nürburgring trainer.
Let's see if Google. Sabby.
Yes.
Schmitz.
Yeah.
Because
the Fifth Gear chick is Vicky or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, So Sabby or whatever her name is, she I think was driving with Chris Evans in the passenger seat, like she did with Clarkson, to take him around the track to show him, to teach him all the turns and the apexes and all that kind of shit or whatever. And I guess Chris Evans puked. He got car sick and like threw up all over the fucking place. And they're like, really? And you're gonna try to take the spot of Jeremy Clarkson and you're throwing up in the passenger seat of a race car?
Well, that's the thing. He's not taking the place. He needs to find his own.
You can't be a freaking car show host where you're driving race cars and showing off race cars if you're gonna throw up every time you get in one.
Why? That's maybe his gimmick now. They're gonna. Oh, this guy.
Oh my god, this car is so cool! I'm puking everywhere. That's so dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a horrible thing to be known for.
Like all the good cars will have the pukes next to them on the puke board.
The puke board.
So you just have to write it out for
your. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Like the new Ariel Atom is so good, it made me puke 3 times.
3 times in one lap. It's a new lap record or track record.
But he tried to do like the little jokes about their tamed racing driver, and it's like nobody can do that like Clarkson, man. The 3 of them just have.
So stupid and so bad.
I mean, yeah, I know. And it's like oh yeah, rumor says that his nipples can cut glass. Just stupid shit like that. It was like perfect though. Like their delivery was so well done. Like I really loved the times whenever.
The thing is because
Clarkson got into
it was the original, the OG, so he can get away with all that stupid stuff. Now you're looking at this guy and he's trying to do the same thing. Now, if Clarkson said the same thing, it'd be funny, you'd be like, oh, chuckle about it. And now you do like, he's trying to be Clarkson, blah, blah, blah.
Well, yeah, but it's not funny. His delivery was horrible. It wasn't just because, what he said and that he was trying to copy. It's just his delivery was crap. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. I was trying to see. That's why
I probably won't watch it again, though, to be honest.
It was. I don't think I watched the last season of Top Gear. After Final Gear went down, I never searched for him.
Yeah, they aired them here on BBC America, but
cable. So,
but they had a.
I thought they only do half a season, and I stopped.
Well, they did a half a season and then they stopped it. But then that's what I'm saying. They put them on hold. There was 4 episodes left, and they put them all on hold. But they were all filmed already. And so then they finally released them out because there was a hold because they didn't want to release them, because if they released them, then Clarkson got the extra money for them being released.
They did they usually do the pieces, right? But then the live show where they're all in the studio audience or whatever, they don't film those until a week before.
Yeah.
So were those all filmed, or is it just the pieces? They just
I don't know. I didn't watch the last 4 episodes. That's what I'm saying. I just know that they were holding them back because if they released them, then Clarkson and all of them would get the money as they were being aired and and repeated over and over again. They would get money from that, and because of the lawsuit crap that was going on, and whether or not they were going to cancel his contract and all that other kind of stuff, they didn't want to release it and have him get paid, and when they didn't want to pay him for it and all that stuff. So I guess it finally came down to where they made an agreement that he would leave, and I'm gone. I'm not going to fight to stay or whatever, but you got to release those episodes and pay me for them bitches because I freaking did the work already, kind of thing. And then they finally said, oh, well, it's coming back. So it was a 4-month period where there was nothing being released, and then they just released them all 1 week after another. It was 4 episodes.
I know it's that season and maybe one other season that I haven't seen.
Yeah.
So I gotta see if I can find those.
Yeah, they showed the Bolivia episode right before I came in here, it was 6:30 to 7:30. It was the Bolivia special where they were on that freaking raft and they had to try to drive the trucks off. Dude, I hope the Grand Tour thing through Amazon is every bit as much as what the original Top Gear was. If it is, I'll be so happy. I want them to be able to give them that money to be able to go out and do those things, because I love those things, the Vietnam special where they were riding the the mopeds and motorcycles all the way up to Vietnam.
Stuff I don't think is too bad.
It's pretty expensive.
Cars and stuff. I mean, it's TV.
Cars are easy though. I mean, a lot of
that's what I'm saying. It's we have Jeremy Clarkson, James May, these guys. They're oh, okay. Well, here's some supercars for you to drive. So that part is easy. But yeah, it's the producing and everything. We'll see at some point. But
man, Dude, like watching some of the episodes, like now, of course, because I've been getting more into like, editing and video and movie stuff, and like watching, I like when I watch a movie now, I look more towards like how things were like directed and edited and cut and all that other kind of stuff. And I'm like sitting there like watching them. Dude, they really did have some of the best. What are you doing?
Looking for your hipster glasses.
Why is that hipster? Because you're wanting to do video. I don't understand.
No, it's like I don't watch it for the content. I watch it for the videography.
I didn't even say that. I just said I pay attention to it more than I did before. It was,
coming out for me. I was like,
oh no!
How am I going to make a joke?
But no, that is what I do. Like, I mean, like when I'm watching it, I'm like watching it for the content or whatever. But I'm also like paying more attention to how it's edited, how it's all. And like, I mean, I've always noticed it before, even before I was doing all this video editing myself. But like their editors on freaking Top Gear are like second to none, dude. Seriously, they have some of like the best freaking editors ever.
Yeah, the BBC's guys are
good. They are freaking.
That's like one of the problems with the American Top Gear when it came out. It just the editing wasn't like the BBC's.
Oh man, like just like the cool crazy shit that they did though, like the car sitting there and like the light hitting on just like the one back end, and then there was like water trickling on it and rolling down the sides of it. And it's like, why do you have to do that to show a car? But it was fucking awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's just like really weird. Like I wouldn't think to do that when you're just trying to show off a car. I mean, just have the freaking exotic car sitting there.
B-roll.
Right. It's freaking just sick though. Like just the certain things that they do.
Like your bag sitting in the rain.
Yeah. Did you watch that video?
I did.
You did? It was good.
Yeah, I was looking for the creepy old man with the scar.
No, I should have videotaped him and threw him in there. I'm like, this bag is so good, he likes it. But no, like I was curious. I was trying to think of how to do it because I'm trying to go, lean more away from adding a lot of audio, like music, to my videos now, because like I really like the music because I hate not having music. Like I enjoy watching a review that has at least light music in the background because I kind of listen to the music while I'm listening to what the guy's saying, And then like I know that they've been having a lot of issues with if you get content from one person. Let's say like you pay like a 10-month fee or whatever to get audio from Audio Micro or some of the other companies that do it, and you get that audio from them, right? Well, who's to say a year and a half from now they don't sell a certain section of their songs or whatever to another company, and now they don't have it anymore, and then your video ends up getting flagged and taken down or whatever, because it happens. People have had it happen, and it gets taken down and flagged for copyright, and they're saying that you're not allowed to use this song, and they're like, well, I paid for this song to be able to use this song, and they're like, well, we're not going to honor that because we own that shit now. And then so it causes all sorts of freaking problems. I mean, all of my music that I've used in my videos are straight from YouTube's library for their content creators. So I don't think it's going to be a major problem for me, but just to be on the safe side, I'm like, so I took the
strang away from it.
Right.
No, that's not like what I was talking about earlier.
Because that's why I left the raindrops in it.
Yeah, they're talking about like suing YouTube and trying to shut down YouTube for people listening to music.
Who is?
IRA or whatever it is.
Is it MIRAA or something, or is it just IRAA? I thought there was an M in front of it for music.
That's the movies.
Oh, is it movies?
Yeah, the other one.
MIPAA or something. MPAA.
Association assholes or something.
That sounds about right.
I was just thinking IRAA and I needed another A, so it worked. But no, I mean, they were talking about how they're trying to get more money out of YouTube. Boom, there you go.
I can't make my own music, man.
Why don't you feature your beats by what's his name, John?
I don't have any beats by John.
Oh, he stopped making them?
No, he still makes them.
There you go.
But they're rap
music, man.
They're rap music.
We just gotta get the beats.
It's like West Coast stuff all the time, and I mean it's good, but I just don't want that. I want more like ambient, like chill step type stuff.
Word.
It's just more relaxing, and you kind of just plays in the background while you're listening to whatever it is that I'm saying. My sweet sultry voice.
I gotta get sick beats, and then they gotta make a review for the drop. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
that's like
I should do that. I should do a
Skrillex.
video that goes along with the drop of a song. So like I'm sitting there just talking about, yeah, that's a really great bag, and oh my god, it's so amazing. And it just does like some crazy ass drop in the middle of the review. Oh, that'd be funny.
that's cool.
But no, I didn't do nearly as much crap for the video that I wanted to do on my 5 days off or whatever it was.
I figured.
I watched a lot of movies and
Yeah, man,
played
just
some
relax.
games. Yeah, I just
Life
relaxed.
and the kid bothering you.
Dude, it was nice, I must say.
I know, that's why it's like, you're like, oh, there's something, I can't remember what you were saying. You're like, oh, it's going to suck taking the kids or taking them to the airport. I was like, no, it's not.
Yeah. You're like, don't lie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was obviously, I mean, I want him to come home and everything, but yeah, it was nice and quiet, but
It was a
man,
nice break, though.
it was really nice. And then like we got home and Cameron was wide awake. We got home. We yeah, his tin whistle. We got home or whatever, and you know Spike was all happy to see him. You know, so he's running around sniffing him and jumping all over the place. And Cameron's running around screaming. He's wide awake. It's 3:00 in the freaking morning when we finally walked in the door. And
Well, he's probably been sleeping on the plane.
yeah, he slept on the plane. He stayed awake the whole way home. I was surprised. And so we walk in and he's like all excited, running around, yelling and screaming or whatever. And I'm just sitting there at the door, holding the doorknob, going to go back out and get the rest of the crap out of the car. And then Spike's just sitting there looking at me with like his ears pinned back because Cameron's going, just running around the house screaming.
It's
And
like,
then,
what's this guy
and then
doing?
Kristen's yelling at him for yelling and being too loud. And I just looked down at Spike and I was like, we're back to normal, bud. I just walked out the door. I was like, this is life. This is it.
Yep.
It's like the peace and quiet is over.
Yep.
But nah, it was
Should
nice.
have
But
watched, what's it called? House of Cards, man.
yeah, I started watching the Silicon Valley though, man. I can send you the files if
that's-
you want me to send you the files.
Oh, the DVDs? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put them in the mailbox and send them over to you.
Indeed. Yeah. But no, that's one of the things I'm going to get for once I sell my cards. I'm going to buy a TV so I can watch some Netflix.
What? You're gonna buy a TV?
Yeah. I want a TV for some reason. I don't
Why are
know
you gonna buy a TV? You have a TV.
I want a big TV
You have a big TV.
for my bedroom.
You're
It's a
dumb.
computer.
You know what you do?
Well,
You know what you do?
mainly,
You know what you do?
the biggest reason why I want to get it, right? Because it was okay when I had the wireless headphones, but now I have the wired headphones. I can't like sit down on my bed and watch like Counter-Strike matches. So I got the TV, like Counter-Strike matches and whatnot.
No, I never knew
That's
you
the
laid
big
on your
reason.
bed. I thought you just sat on your computer all the time.
Like it's like you want to just like lay down sometimes.
Oh.
I'll give you no money for that.
You know what will happen, right? You'd get it from him, and then the bulb would finally blow out.
Yeah, what?
So, but yeah, nah, I don't know, man.
Get the light TV I can hang on the wall.
I think we've pretty much decided what we're going to do about this possible move situation. I think we're gonna like pretty much sell everything we own before we move up there, except for of course the computers and the electronic crap. But because I was telling Kristen about it, I was like, the only thing that I could say that we need to take is like the beds, the computer. I mean, all the electronics obviously are going, but like the beds, the couch. That's really about it. And
Still
then
expensive.
and then she's like, well, we don't even need to take the couch. And I'm like, we paid like $2,400 for that fucking couch, man. She's like, yeah, we could sell it. I'm like, we ain't gonna get nowhere near that for that couch. Like, we're gonna lose a shitload of money on that couch, but at the same time, it's gonna save us a lot of money for moving up there. So it's like,
Hey, maybe.
yeah, I don't know. I don't see
Depends on
military
the
giving him that steep of a discount to make it go from like $2,000 to like affordable. Because I'm telling you, he has no money.
$1,100.
Yeah, but still, he wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have been able to do that. Trust me.
Well, he was military, so probably got it for like $10.
Probably. But anyway, so
So it's still a possibility.
I think it's going to happen. Yes. I think I need to do something.
Did you do a timeline? I mean, it's probably going to be.
Oh, it's definitely going to be
18 months.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a year and a half before anything happens. But I mean, the way that I'm looking at it is that, like I said, we could sell a lot of the crap that we have to get rid of it. That's money to move because we don't really need to get all that crap back. Like, honestly, if we moved up there and I just sat on a freaking fold out chair in front of the TV for a few weeks until we could buy some, or even a couple months, I wouldn't care. But that's the thing. I don't want to be sitting in front of the freaking TV all the time if I move somewhere else or whatever. I'd rather be out seeing stuff that I don't see now. I do it now because I don't want to go out in this freaking disgusting ass heat and humidity, and there's nothing to look at. It's just blah and boring.
What are you talking about? Florida has so much cool stuff.
Yeah, not around here, it doesn't.
Oh man, you know how bad I want to go down to the Keys and go snorkeling and stuff. It's been so long since I've done that.
Yeah, it's been forever since I've done that too.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to do.
I think I was like 19 or 18 the last time I freaking snorkeled down there.
Yeah, it was like when I was in high school.
Yeah.
A long time ago. But no, I'm thinking I might do that this summer. Kenny, you in?
My dad was talking about going down there for lobster season. End of July, beginning of August, somewhere around there.
Does he ever fix his boats?
No. No, he's going down there with some other guy that he knows.
Oh, okay.
Him and his son are going, so he's like, "You want to come with me?" And I'm like, I don't know. Are you going to stay in a hotel or are you going to sleep out on the boat? Because I don't want to sleep out on the freaking boat. I'm too old for that shit. So, yeah. But anyway, no.
Shave my back.
But yeah, so the thing is I figured, sell the stuff that we don't need, sell the couch or whatever, and then if we move and we don't really need to take a bunch of crap with us or whatever, I know for a fact before I move, I'm selling my car. I'm not taking my car up there. I'd like to sell it before then. If I could sell it tomorrow, I would sell it tomorrow. But
Steve's discount. How much you sell it for? I got $20.
Yeah. No. I've been seeing them, man. Following that Subaru Owners Club or whatever, man. This guy's been picking up freaking Bug-Eye cars left and right for $4,800 and $5,500, and people are saying they're a good deal, and they look worse than my car.
Yeah, I mean they're so expensive.
I'm like,
ridiculous
really?
how much they are.
I was like, because I'd take a loss on mine.
Basically, you sell your car and you'll probably pay $500 to drive it for 4 years.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. Some of the stuff that needs to be done, though, some of the stuff that needs to be done on it, I know I can't sell it for what I got out of it. I wouldn't want to do that because I know it's going to need the timing belt done soon. There's an issue with the sloppy shifter. I know, but I feel like I hate selling cars, man. I fucking hate selling them. I feel like I'm always screwing somebody over.
I hate it too.
I feel like I'm always screwing somebody over all the time. But no, I definitely want to get rid of it though because I'm really tired of it.
Why? It's gonna be perfect up there.
No,
everyone has a WRX.
That shit's gonna fucking break. I know it.
Yeah, but Subarus are
That's what I'm telling you, man. I just have a bad feeling. I mean, I know I rent, but I just have a really bad feeling that this year, within the next year, I think my car is gonna have a major breakage within the next year. And something in the house is going to break within the next year, maybe the fridge. Well, I know the house doesn't matter, but it's still going to be an inconvenience and a pain in the ass and just stress. So
AC is going to go out.
AC is going to go out. The fridge is going to break. Probably the fridge because I know it's been making some weird noises lately. But
yeah, that sucks.
But I don't know. I'm just saying, I could take the money from selling the car because if we move up there, we're going to move somewhere where public transportation is definitely going to be good enough. Because I mean, it's all
move into the city.
There's out that's what I'm saying. The Max train goes out 40, 50 miles out. Or no, it's 20, 30, 40 miles out, which is where all the neighborhoods are. They're not way out like I live. You don't have to go way out in the boonies to live in a neighborhood. I'm not going to live in the city. I will never live in a city. In a condo or
I've always kind of wanted to do that.
No,
when I was in Montreal for the Formula One race, it was nice, man. You just go down,
too many people,
subway, go do stuff, and no car and stuff. I could do that for a year or two, maybe.
Nope. I need a neighborhood. I need a neighborhood and a house.
It doesn't really matter that much.
I need space, and a city space is not going to happen for cheap.
Definitely not.
I need
have
space.
A little itty bitty apartment.
Like, I would love to be able to get a. I really want a house with like an actual dedicated office space. That would be nice.
Yeah, me too. That's what I want.
That would be really nice. Have 3 bedrooms and then like a dedicated office space or something would be good. Like even like a den.
You need 3 bedrooms, I guess, for your parents to come visit.
Yeah, anybody that if you come visit.
I'm not really going anywhere. I'm not leaving Florida. I don't travel.
You don't travel, yet this is the guy, the minute that I mention anything about moving, you're like, oh, well, here's the prices of the U-Haul truck. Here's the prices of the budget truck. Let's get the fuck out of here so I can take a 3,600-mile road trip with you. But yeah, you hate traveling.
Oh, that's so much. Like, last time when
You're just trying to get rid of me.
The last time I went across the country, dude, I liked it. That was a really fun
trip. That's what I'm looking forward to. Like, I almost want to move just so I have to make that drive.
Man, I want another road trip, man. So maybe that's what I should do.
But no, I mean, there's just like way more technical crap going on out there. It'd be nice to be able to drive like 4 hours or so to go up to Seattle to like an actual like convention, like a real tech convention, like,
like the international
CES and all that stuff. Yeah, go like that, something like that. That'd be fucking dope, dude.
Oh, it's in Seattle, man.
I know it is.
Awesome. Go.
So. But you know what I mean? It's just like a lot more tech-related things. I mean, honestly, the only thing that I already told you. I'm probably not going to say it because that might be some of my viewers. So anyway, but yeah, I guess we'll call it quits there because we went way longer than I wanted to anyway.
Yeah, man, we never even talked about the 1080.
Yes, we did. We talked about you freaking...
I talked about it for like 3
dude,
seconds.
You lifted the desk with your hard on with the 380. I saw your camera kind of like angle up for a second.
380? What are you talking
1080.
about? You said 380.
Did I say 380? Oh, 1080.
Yeah, you have that NVIDIA or AMD stuff on the brain, man.
No, actually, I was thinking about guns.
No, they're just the reviews and stuff, and then the thermal stuff that we were talking about, and how the AMD stuff about, or the overclocking we never got into, but maybe next show.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, go ahead. Talk about it now. There's not really a whole lot to say. I mean, it thermal throttles like a son of a bitch, and you got to turn the fans up past like 80%
just like
to get it to do
show
anything.
We were talking about how I said, or I was saying, the overclock at 60C is like...
Oh, yeah, it was all bullshit.
Yeah, it turns out to be bullshit. So
and what do you know? Nobody's calling him out on it. Nobody's doing the pitchforks. Nobody's bringing out the torches.
Depends, Kenny.
I would wait and get the 1080 Ti.
1070 or 1080 is our viewers asking us.
Let's see. Okay, put it this way, dude.
See.
All right, I'm going to say it just like this.
How much money do you want to spend, and how fast of stuff do you want?
The 1070 is pretty damn close to the 980 Ti. And you can get a 980 Ti used for cheaper than the 1070.
Currently, yeah.
Oh.
Once the reference cards come, or the non-reference cards come out, the non-Founders Edition was like $370. That's not too bad for
the 980 Ti will still be cheaper.
It will, but you get a little bit better technology.
A little bit better technology.
970 plus the overclock.
The
980's overclocked decently too. So
if I was going to upgrade from the 970's performance, which is pretty decent, it's still a good card. It still handles what he's got. But me personally, I would go out of those two. I would go with the 1080. Me personally, if it was me, because this is a kid.
On this budget.
This is a dude that has the 144 hertz monitor, and he's talking about wanting to get those 144 frames, or at least as close as he can. Which the 1080 is going to do a better job than the 1070 is.
Oh yeah.
Number one. Number two, he's also been talking about either getting a 1440p monitor or
VR,
or doing VR. So that's why I say the 1080. Me personally, I'm not going to buy any of them, period, until the 1080 Ti comes out.
Upgrade.
Well, the 1080 would be an upgrade.
Minor.
That's what I'm saying, though.
I mean, unless you had $600.
It would be like me going from my 780 to my 980 Ti. I mean, I still made that jump. It'd be like going from the 680 to the 780.
You already had it, pretty much.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. It
cost you any money.
That's what I'm saying, though. I could still buy it if I wanted to buy it, but me personally, I don't think I would ever. I will probably never buy a non-Ti card ever again. That's all I'm saying.
What if they stop making the Ti?
Then I'll buy whatever the highest thing is.
No, I was curious. I was like, man, I wonder what I could find like a Titan X for. Just to say I have a Titan.
Yeah, I would definitely wait until the 980 or 1080 Ti comes out, at least to see what the specs are, at least to see what the pricing is, and maybe the prices on the 1080 and 1070 might even go down a little bit, or they'll probably just stay the same. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah, by the time the Ti comes out, the 1080 will probably be on some deals.
I'd definitely wait for the Titan version to come out to see like the performance jump.
Because I'm really curious.
The 980 to the Titan was a huge performance jump, and then the Ti lands in the middle there.
Because I'm really curious to see what the HBM2 does, because the HBM, when it first came out with AMD, they had the issue with only being able to do 4 gigabytes of it. So does that mean the HBM2 is going to be limited to 8 gigabytes, or are they going to release like a 12 gigabyte or 16 gigabyte monster? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if you need more than 8 gigs.
Dude, the way that people are coding games now, yeah, I think you're going to need it soon. I'd say probably within the next year, next year or two, you'll need at least 8 gigabytes to play games maxed out.
Probably like ultra, but like performance, the quality increase.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I tell you all the time too. When you're like, "Oh no, you got to run everything maxed out," and I'm like, "It doesn't look any different, man. I'm telling you." It's so minuscule, the difference in quality, but the amount of FPS you get from just turning off that one little tiny thing is just ridiculous. Like I don't run.
It seems to be ambient occlusion. I don't know why. It seems to be a pretty big jump.
I never notice a difference with ambient occlusion. Mine's always the AA.
I mean, AA, yeah. I definitely
ambient occlusion. I've never noticed a difference turning it on and off. It doesn't change. I don't.
Oh yeah. Well, changing from like HBO or whatever.
HBAO.
Yeah, plus to like SSAO or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can gain like 5 frames. So like that's like what I did.
Well, I thought you were talking like 20 frames or something different.
I don't know, just like a little bit, like just to like get me to that 60 FPS.
Oh yeah.
So if I can get 60 with a lot of eye candy turned on, I'm not too bad. I'll enjoy it.
But you have a 144 hertz monitor and you're not even using it.
You're not even using it.
I try my hardest. I turn down all sorts of shit to get it
that's
over
all
100
down, and you get 78 frames per second.
What game is that?
The Division.
No, I have my stuff like on very high. Like, I mean, it's not ultra shit.
Yeah, I mean, what
if I turned it all the way down, it would be well over 100 frames if I turned everything down. No, because I don't need to.
Exactly. You get to the point where
it's not a first-person shooter.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting. You get that 60 thing, so it's smooth and acceptable. And I still have
60 frames. It is kind of weird though, because the 60 frames on my 144 hertz monitor is smoother than 60 frames on the 60 hertz monitor.
It's about the same.
Not to me, dude. I'm telling you. Like, I go to a 60 hertz monitor and I'm playing games at like 68 FPS, and it's like it looks weird.
It's probably just because the monitor sucks, like the refresh or the response rate of the monitor. But anyways, back to Kenny. But yeah, no, I mean,
I would wait for the Ti.
I'd definitely wait.
Don't necessarily buy the Ti, but I'm just saying because it's going to be expensive. It's probably going to be like $700-800.
$700 at least.
At least.
But I mean, if you're not feeling to upgrade now,
the way I'm seeing it is by the time the 1080 Ti releases, there'll be deals. There'll be deals happening on the regular 1070 and 1080. Not like crazy deals, but I'm saying
if you're thinking about buying the 1070s, just buy the 1070. If you're thinking about buying a 1080, wait for the 1080.
If you're thinking about doing VR, go 1080, period.
Yeah, it just depends if he wants to spend $700 or not.
He's really adamant about either doing VR or doing a higher resolution monitor. So 1070 would be pointless.
Get some 4K, yo. Right?
That's all
right,
I'm
Josh?
saying. I would love to do a 4K, not necessarily for gaming. I want it for editing. I don't necessarily want it for gaming.
Oh, it's super awesome it look though.
Because I probably would hate it because I'm not upgrading my graphics card anytime soon, and the 980 Ti would be under 60 frames per second, which would make me want to fucking kill myself. So
like 40 frames.
Yeah, I'd kill myself. I couldn't play a game like that.
To play old games in super resolutions. I thought about 1440p. It's like, man, maybe I can get a 1440p for 144 hertz. I don't know why.
I don't even think those exist, do they?
Yeah, they do. They're like $500. But the thing is I'd have to upgrade my graphics card.
Definitely. Yeah, you would.
Ti. I don't want to do that right now. I'm going to wait for the 1080 Ti. Just like my man Kenny.
That's all I'm saying. You do whatever it is that you want to do, but if
I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, if your budget, if you're looking to spend maybe $500, then probably the 970 is going to be the way to go. And
1070.
I'd say, 1070. So in 2 months,
it's not that drastic of an upgrade, though. That's what I'm saying. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it is.
It's equal to like the 980 Ti, and the 970 to the 980 Ti is like not that drastic.
50% faster than the.
Because he's not going to be able to sell his 970 for hardly anything.
No, but it's 50% faster than his 970.
Okay, but it's still not going to be that epic for VR or doing 4K or 20 or 40. 1440p.
Yeah, of course.
Those are the things that he's telling me, though. Those are the things that he's saying.
His budget doesn't do it. I'm saying in general.
He can make his budget do it, is what I'm saying. If he wants to buy.
I'm also doing for other people rather than just Kenny.
I'm not talking about other people because we have a viewer that is asking us a question, so I'm focusing on that viewer.
And I'm giving advice for other people as well.
Fuck other people. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying.
Just lost 35 subscribers.
If your budget can't handle it or whatever, then yes, depending on what card you have. If you have a 970 or a 980, the 1070 is worth it. If you have a 980 Ti, 980 is not worth it. It's worth it to upgrade. The 980 is a turd.
You have a 980.
The 980 is a turd. If you have a 970 and 980 and you have the budget for like $400 or whatever, then definitely go with the 1070 because it is an upgrade.
I'd wait till.
I would wait until the Ti comes out to see what happens, to see how drastic it is. And I'm telling you, by that time, it might not be like a crazy discount off of the 1070 and 1080, but it might be at that point where it's being released with like the next coolest game that's coming out. So at least you get some kind of incentive. Whereas right now, they're just going to be released as just a card. By the time the Ti comes out, they'll be trying to get more people to buy those other
coming
cards.
Out in like 8 months. It's 2017.
Yeah, I know.
A long time.
It's like April, May or April or March.
August is when I'd wait because then you'd know.
But then you won't know
he's doing.
But you won't know what the Ti is going to be
or anything like coming out.
But you still don't know what the Ti is going to be at that point. Is what I'm saying.
Doesn't matter. You can't afford it. So.
But I don't think in August they're going to be doing discounts on all these cards yet.
Well, then they're not going to discount it when the Ti comes out.
I'm not saying like an overall lower the cards because the Ti came out. I'm just saying there's going to be deals, like Black Friday deals and Cyber Monday things where you can get the card for like $40 off. They're not going to be doing that by August.
It might be. The supply might be.
That's way too soon, dude. That's only 2 months away. They ain't going to be doing it 2 months after it releases. They're going to milk the fuck out of people first, and then they'll start doing it whenever they're not selling them as fast.
Only about a month, I figure. And then the Nod Founders Edition.
It's not what they did with the 980 Ti, but okay.
So yeah.
Anyway, I would wait.
Advice to you if you're willing to buy a graphics card.
If you're looking to do 1440p or 4K gaming or VR, any of those three things.
Stuff they're supposed to be releasing. Well,
I don't care about AMD.
Talking about it, and the only main reason I would talk about ATI is them lowering the prices of NVIDIA stuff.
That won't happen.
Hey man, if this awesome card comes out that's so cheap.
When an awesome car comes out that can be faster than a Mercedes, does Mercedes lower their price? No, you still pay the Mercedes tax because Mercedes knows that you'll go after Mercedes anyway. So Nvidia is not going to lower their prices just because AMD is slightly better, because they know that Nvidia people will still go buy Nvidia. They're not going to go to AMD just because it's cheaper and slightly better or performs the same. Trust me.
I will.
No, they won't.
I have in the past.
Yeah, AMD people have bought AMD.
No, Nvidia lowered the prices because AMD offered a better or similar card for cheaper.
They might lower the prices by like $20.
It's going to be like 50 or like 30, $40.
Yeah, so
like
still,
you only see
it's still worth it to go Nvidia, in my opinion.
The 1070 going down to like a 329 price point.
The way I look at it is that money that you're paying extra for Nvidia is the drivers, because AMD drivers are still shit. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, so if you're looking to do 14, this is my final thing on this thing, and I'm done because we're beating this shit to death. 1440p, 4K, or VR, 1080 or more. I wouldn't even bother with
1440p.
I wouldn't even bother with the 1070 then. I'd rather have the extra horsepower to guarantee that you can have a smooth gameplay experience on any game that comes out in the future. The 1070 might not be able to do that because the 980 Ti ain't going to be able to do that, and that's basically what the 1070 is.
I can do that.
The 980 Ti is already struggling on some of the top end games. Mm-hmm. So the 1070 is going to come out of the box struggling, whereas the 1080 isn't.
There's not much difference between the two.
Okay. All right, I guess we're done here. It's been almost 2 hours. Actually, it is 2 hours, so
indeed,
I'm gonna wrap this shit up. So anyway, all right, everybody, this has been Week in Technology, episode 42, and it's been a clusterfuck because I didn't care this week.
It certainly has.
There's no shits given this week. So next week it'll be hopefully a normal show, and then the week after that, June 15th, will be E3 week. So that'll be a super E3 gaming show. So I'm gonna try to do up a new little background thing with like the E3 logo and crazy stuff, and
I'm gonna put a green screen.
Talk about how
hold the mic like I'm at E3.
And we'll discuss how Microsoft is once again just turning the Xbox One into even more of a media whore and not a gaming system.
But Xbox exclusives.
Because they're going to be like, oh, it can do TV. It can
Windows.
do TV. It can do TV.
What is it? Windows